Yeah, hitting the market here, Commodity Classic, is called SenseApply. So it's our Sense and Act technology that we're bringing to market for producers to really look at delivering on efficiencies, productivity, but also reducing input costs. We look at our producers when they get up inside of a Patriot cab, what they wanted to do is have live variable rate application. So we deliver on that with SenseApply. There's 5 different choices that a customer goes through the season. So we look at herbicide, insecticide, growth rate, plant regulators, but as well as harvest aids. There's an area that they can actually, with a single camera that's mounted on top, that we can actually see 50 feet out front, 140 feet wide, and we can actually see that biomass or that crop within it. So that producer can then confirm, but then the machine will automatically adjust our spraying rates for the application that's needed. Yeah, so it'll be automatically done, and the operator then has 2 other choices that they can look at for Sense and Act. So we have spot spray technology on this Patriot sprayer with SenseApply. Spot spray allows us to take a look at those weed patches that are within a field, so green on brown solution, so that weed patch maybe be green. As we go through, we don't broadcast that rate across the whole entire boom. We only look at that specific area. So with the single source camera that we have on this unit, it senses those weed patches and then applies that chemical only to that pressure zone. So when we look at the nozzles that are across this boom, we look at 3 nozzles within that section. So as we go through the field, and one of the areas I forgot to mention is that producers can use that live variable rate application up to 25 mile an hour. And you look at the spot spray technology of going to about 19 miles an hour. So talk about productivity and efficiency, it really delivers on it. So when you look at our technology suite, when we acquired Raven, and you look at Augmenta, back in the after sales portion, we've used those technologies to really put us forward to what you're seeing here today with SenseApply. So here at the show, we're showing you a model year 26 sprayers. So we get to that May-June time period. A producer can work with their Case IH dealer and order it factory fit, or if they have a Patriot sprayer today, they could actually apply that back to a sprayer that would be about 3 to 4 years prior. They can take advantage of this technology. So the payback period, when we look at a producer for this technology, is going to be about 1.5 to 2.5 years that they can look at that payback period. So when I look at herbicide, insecticide, maybe the plant growth regulator side, the multiple passes they're doing through the field, it really brings that return on investment about that 1.5 to 2.5 years. So we've been in the field and I use my hand, and when you take a look at, say, weeds that are within the field and the speeds that we're talking, visually from the operator's seat, it's hard to maybe see those weeds, but you do have a confirmation on the display. It actually gives you a dot where that weed is, and we physically stop the unit. We can get out and actually see that, yes, there's a weed there, and it's probably the size of a fingernail, and it's picking that up, and it senses it, so we know the actual position of that weed, and then once we cross over it, we actually spray within that. Producers listening to this segment, we have full information on caseih.com on SenseApply. Feel free to use that as a source, or our Case IH dealers have all the additional information.